Hello and welcome to Jedi Journal. My name is Sadanako and this is part 4 of our Kyber Healing Meditation series. Now, we've talked about the need for self-care before you jump into the healing session. Let's talk about your healing practice. All of them are welcome. The idea of this meditation is to give everyone an opportunity to participate. Although it's been talked about many times before, creating one, the Jedi Path just doesn't have a specific energy healing practice unique to itself. We are, after all, an eclectic bunch. So finding the right one that would kind of fit all of us didn't really work. This is kind of the closest we've ever gotten. So because everyone is welcome to the Jedi Path, and we have people from all different religious backgrounds and spirituality practices, it really wouldn't be a Jedi practice if we restricted people to a particular healing tradition. So in the last episode, I actually mentioned that we are being pulled to someone who we are compatible with to heal. And if you recall, I spoke to the idea that your healing tradition is something that the Force will factor into this process. So it's actually a great thing that we have Jedi from a wide array of traditions and that they are all welcome amongst us. So we accommodate everyone's healing tradition by giving you a 4-minute time period in the meditation to perform whatever healing it is that you need to do. Once you are carried to your patient and have had an opportunity to let the Force speak to you what healing is needed, you get a complete silence to do whatever it was you were brought in to do. So what kinds of healing traditions are available to you? Maybe you've dove into the idea of looking for healing traditions, but you haven't found the one that really resonates with you. Maybe all you know is how to pray. So let's take that for an example. As a Christian, if you are a Christian, prayer is probably the most widely known method of helping someone heal. And so while you're in this meditation, a Christian may feel the Holy Spirit direct their prayers to the specific needs of the individual they were brought to. Again, Christians are not the only people we have. We also have pagans. And if you are a pagan, the Force may bring you there and reveal to you the instruments you need to perform a healing spell for the person, and you simply put it together during the meditation. You might even find that what it does is it reveals to you what you need to do so that you can go out and you can buy the materials later at the store that day in order to put the ritual together and put whatever items it was that you used on your altar. Now, these are more specific kinds of healing practices, but there is also some of the most simplistic kind. Just sitting with a person and hugging them or listening to their story and speaking to their soul. These are all things that beginners can accomplish in these Kyber meditation sessions. And what you can do if you feel like you want to advance beyond whatever the simplest form is that you have, you can do that. So if you are a pagan, you can learn healing rituals from a particular tradition, whether it's Greek or Druid or Native American or whatever it is that you want to use in your practice. And then now you have something that you can rely on and you know how it functions, and then you can use those things in this space because you will have tools that you are familiar with that you can use. Maybe there's a kind of dance that's supposed to be healing, and what you can do is you can learn the dance so that when you're in your meditation, it's not just something you witness yourself trying to do, but you're an expert at doing it and you can fully engage in the meditation with this dance. If you're a Christian looking to build stronger prayers, study old prayers and the Bible and see how you can create prayers more appropriate to each situation. And if you're more prone to just being that present healer, the person that's there to hug or listen, you can learn how to be a better active listener and go and take some basic psychological first aid courses to learn that. In fact, I actually offer one if you're ever interested. If you are inspired to dive into another tradition like Reiki or Qigong, go for it. But I will caveat with this. Use what you know until you get the certifications in those higher grade things like Reiki or Qigong. And then when you're more comfortable with those traditions, using them outside the meditation, then you can start using them when the force is calling you to do so. So let's talk about the other side of this, though. It's important that you're aware of your limitations. The good thing about this process is that you are in control of your energy and how much you pour into the person you're called to help. You have an entire can of diced tomatoes available to you, but you shouldn't tap yourself out so much that you cannot accomplish the rest of your task for the day. Even if it's like an end of the day meditation that you're doing this for, don't tap yourself out so much that you're about to go to sleep. You still need to brush your teeth. You still need to do all of that. So make sure you have enough energy to, round out, and not just all that. Like, you also need to be able to have enough energy to process what you did. So, at least leave yourself that much for yourself. At least. So something that can also help with this is having a drink nearby, or something to eat, like a little snack, chocolate or nuts or whatever you like. And that way, when the meditation's over, if you accidentally go over what you expected yourself to do, you can just grab them and you can replenish a little bit. So, just tips and tricks that we've all come across. Thank you for joining me today. We have one more episode on this series, so I hope to see you next week as we work towards awakening the Jedi within.